final is here. The Game League Cup final. 4 months of this competition and we are down to 2 teams left. And we are live here at the Soccer City Stadium for this matchup between the Georgetown Red Devils versus Los Andras. And I'm alongside fellow pundit, former Georgetown Red Devils midfielder, Gary Hopper. Gary, today your team are in the final against Los Andras today. Any thoughts about the 2 teams, including your team, of course, the Georgetown Red Devils? Are you capable, you feel they can win the whole thing? As the Georgetown Red Devils never ever won a League Cup trophy since the Cup competition was actually formed in 2019, as Georgetown City won the most compared to the Red Devils. Exactly, Gary. It's very important for us to get a win today, win the Game League Cup trophy. It's the only trophy we won in the cabinet at all in the whole trophies if we actually won throughout our club's history. But however, again, Los Andras, the team were in the finals last season against Georgetown City, lost 3-1, and now the following year they're in the final again this season. So we can't take this team quite lightly, Los Andras, even though they're not the biggest team compared to us, and despite them they're on the other side of the league compared to where we are, as we are currently second in the division. But we're hoping that we can get something here today, a win and a trophy by the end of the matchup. That's what we need, the club needs, and even Georgetown City have won more Game League Cup trophies since this cup was formed in 2019, so we have to come out here today and turn up and win against Los Andras. Despite them being the final last time around, we have to really show ourselves what we are about in the game. We know that Los Andras are not strangers in the Game League Cup major finals. They did it last season, they did, against Georgetown City, but lost by 3-1. But what's your thoughts on Los Andras coming here today and even try maybe win here? And if they do, Los Andras will qualify for the Europa Conference League for next season if they can win the Game League Cup trophy here to the opposition. 2 consecutive finals for Los Andras. Last season against Georgetown City lost in the finals as they were runners-up last season. But they don't hope to do it exact same thing this season. And don't want to repeat the same final defeat. And they're hoping today to win the whole entire thing and even maybe potentially qualify for next season's Europa Conference League. That would be something for a club like Los Andras. They've only been in the Premier League for at least now 2 consecutive seasons since they were promoted from Division 1 in 2021. Thanks for the analyst there, Gary. Let's look at the official journey that these 2 teams have been through since obviously the 3rd round to the finals here today. Let's look at the official journey that these 2 teams have been through to get all the way to the finals here today. Start with Los Andras. Los Andras played in the 2nd round and won 1-0 narrowly to Addis. Then they progressed into the quarter-final stages a couple of weeks ago and beat Padres by 1-0 and then got to the semi-finals and beaten Wales 10 days ago by 3-0 at home. Well, Georgetown Red Devils started off the 2nd round with Hassenfield, but they beat them by 2-0. And also they made play in the quarter-final stages against Chesapeake Blue Tigers and won by 4-0. And then they played Georgetown City and they won 5-0 against their arch rivals, spanked them 10 days ago. And that's why the 2 teams are now here for today's League Cup final. Now let's get to the managers of the 2 teams. It's a big final to our team today. We know that of course we are doing quite well throughout the whole competition to go beat past 3 teams to get to the final here today. And we hope now to be the team to win here and win another trophy in our hands since I've been in charge for the last 3 seasons. Not doing quite well in the Premier League this season, but we are doing quite well in the Game League Cup competition. It's something that we want to try and give the fans a trophy to be proud of because we've actually earned it on now the way we've been performing all the last 2 seasons to get into this division in the Premier League in the first place. But look, we've been in the final before last season against Georgetown City. But we don't want to leave here again as another runners-up in our name. So hopefully today the players can really give a proper shift in. I believe they can. I know that we've not had a very good year so far in terms of us flirting towards around that relegation zone now. But again, we have to carry on being consistent in the league. But also today as well. If we can get a trophy today, then that gives us the players a bit of confidence, of course, to try and bounce back from a poor form so far in the Premier League after losing to Padres during the week. Those are the words there for the 2 managers, Pochettino and Sam Atkins. Let's get to the official lineup between the 2 teams, starting with Los Andras. For Los Andras, we have in goal Cal the Dragon. We've got Alonso, Eric Gordon, Sainsbury, and also Koscielny. We've got midfield, we've got Barker, Gascoigne, Bray Hamilton, Mason Harrison, Mario Mandzukic, and Alan Shearer. For the Georgetown Red Devils, we have Wayne Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, Usain Bolt, Sanchez, Havertz, Pjanic. Defence we have is Carlos, Upamecano, Koulibaly, Kimmich and Chris Bailey. All the players will be the lineup for today for the Georgetown Red Devils. Let's get to the matchup right now here at the Soccer City Stadium as we have the Georgetown Red Devils as they will be hosted here against Los Andras at the Soccer City Stadium for the Game League Cup in 2023. Let's get the games begin. The final's the final. We are live for that Game League Cup trophy right there. It could be Los Andras's or it could be Georgetown Red Devils by the end of the night here in the Game League Cup final. Kicking off here 8 PM in Georgetown here. And we can see in the tunnel Ronaldo, the captain of the Red Devils, and also Laura Koscielny, the captain of Los Andras. Los Andras are not strangers to be in this final before. They've done it last season, they did. They played Georgetown City and lost 3-1. And they're an underdog team there, Los Andras, in this competition. They've done it in the finals last season. They're doing the exact same thing this season. And let's see who comes up on top between Los Andras and also as well the Georgetown Red Devils, because they are prepared for a battle here today. Well, I think the Red Devils are probably the favourites because they never ever won the Game League Cup trophy. Since the competition was actually formed in 2019, that it was only Georgetown City, their arch rivals, have won more consecutive trophies compared to the Red Devils because they haven't won it before. But we've got obviously Mandzukic, Shearer, Hamilton, we've got Gascoigne, Barker, Harrison, Alonso, Gordon, Sainsbury, and also as well goalkeeper Cal the Dragon. For Georgetown Red Devils, we've got Ray Rooney, the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, Havertz, Sanchez, Usain Bolt, Pjanic, Roberto Carlos, Upamecano, Koulibaly, Kimmich, and also Chris Bailey. So here we go. So Carlos, we've got Sainsbury, Ronaldo, the GOAT, and also obviously there Laura Koscielny, the captain. And let's get the follow on the way. Here we go. We are live. It is the game. Los Andras versus the Georgetown Red Devils. Let's find out who will leave here as the Game League Cup winner by the end of today. And there you go. There's obviously Alan Shearer's fouled there. It's going to be a free kick here. Quickly good start there to the Los Andras. Free kicks for them in the match. Paul Gascoigne. Now header there all the way away, or could be, and back towards the goalkeeper's hands. Very safe there for the keeper's hands there from Chris Bailey, the goalkeeper for Georgetown Red Devils. Now Barker, now is here now to now is Sanchez, Bolt, Havertz, chance. Oh, that could have been the chance right there for a goal. It could have been. Sanchez knocked the ball nicely right there to Bolt, and then Bolt right there to obviously a shot, but okay, goal kick. Now Cal the Dragon. Now here's Sainsbury. Now it's Paul Gascoigne. Now it's Koscielny. They Bray Hamilton. And now he knocks it all the way nice there to Upamecano. And Upamecano now. What's he going to do? Pass it nice there to Usain Bolt. Now Bolt there to Sanchez. And now here's down to Gordon. Now here's to Barker. Now Hamilton. That's going to be a foul, that's going to be. And obviously Joshua Kimmich obviously fouled with the Los Andras players. So free kick has been given. So free kick for Los Andras now is the Gascoigne. Pings it all the way to the keeper's hands. Very easily right there for the goalkeeper. And now is Rooney. And now here's Barker. Now obviously Los Andras want to win today. If they can win today, they can play in the Europa Conference League next season. They can in the 24-25 season. Shearer right there. Speaking of which, could have scored. And obviously not doing quite well in the Premier League. They are currently sitting in 16th position in the division at the moment. They are currently dropping down one place to 16th. And for them to actually win today and play Conference League football, take the place out of 7th position in the league, that'll be massive for Los Andras if they can do that. Because the team who's actually 7th position currently by the end of the season will not be playing guaranteed Conference League football unless Los Andras actually wins today's Game League Cup trophy. And now's a chance there, Usain Bolt, but that's going to be now offside. Offside's been given, so it's going to be a free kick here for Los Andras. Cal the Dragon takes the goal kick for Los Andras. Pass the ball to Koscielny. Now Paul Gascoigne. Now Bray Hamilton. Okay. Keeping it alive here he is. Now, header again away. And now, okay, lost it now to Alexis Sanchez. Now Sanchez, press on. Usain Bolt. And now Rooney. Rooney was awful right there. Back ahead again there to Alexis Sanchez. Now Wazza. Good defender there from Sainsbury. Shearer. And now he's looked the whole way to Havertz now. And now Ronaldo. Oh, that could have been. So that's going to be now. Looks like it could be a corner. It's going to be. I think Ronaldo had the touch, had a strike, and it's it hit the post. It did. Close though. Ronaldo could have got them in the lead, and he looks frustrated. He does. It's a goal kick apparently now. It's not even touched by Calder Dragon, so goal kick. But he looks frustrated there, Ronaldo. Don't blame him one bit. The goat Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Sainsbury. And that's half time at the break here to the Game League Cup final of 2023. It's Los Angeles 0, the Georgetown Red Devils 0 at the break. No goals in the first half between the two sides, but Gary, tell me your thoughts about the first half so far. Ronaldo almost scored before half time, but any thoughts on the two sides? Not much really, I've got to say. I've seen Los Angeles and Georgetown Red Devils have been a little bit more playing the ball really rather than having chances. There's not been much in the game between the two sides. Been a little bit disappointing, but we've got another 45 minutes. Anything could change. I think the managers of the two dressing rooms will obviously talk to the players and say that in the second half we want to try and attack the opposition. That's what they're hoping to do. Okay, let's get straight to the second half for the game between Los Angeles and Georgetown Red Devils. We're back here for the second half, and here we go. The contest between Los Angeles and the Georgetown Red Devils here. Now Usain Bolt. Now to Koscielny. Now to Bray Hamilton. And now Sainsbury. Now here's Hulk. Now Paul Gazza. Now is also Mason Harrison. Nice ping all the way there to Bray right there. Hamilton now. And now Bray Hamilton all the way. Knocks in there. Alan Shearer right there. That could have been the goal right there for Alan Shearer for Los Angeles. All the legend players almost score for Los Angeles. Imagine they score that goal right there. That could be something special, maybe a trophy by the end of the day. It was actually Mandzukic, I apologise, the name of it. It's Mandzukic who strikes it, not Shearer. And now here's Usain Bolt. Now Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT, knocks it all the way down to Kai Havertz. Now Kai Havertz now crosses it in all the way to Bolt. And good defending right there from Los Angeles. And now back down to, a throw right now to the Georgetown Red Devils here. Now something should be made here. Paul Gascoigne is now coming off. The legend player replaced by Henry Alakadu. And also Pjanic is going to be coming off. And N'Golo Kante is going to be coming on for the Georgetown Red Devils. Now is Havertz. Now Kai Havertz crossed it in. Header there. Oh, it could be a chance. Hit the post. Oh my God, that could have been it. Usain Bolt. He headed it to the crossbar, it did. I thought the ball was going to go over the line. But Calder Dragon, amazing save from him to stop that one going to the back of the net. Could have been 1-0 right there, it could have been. And now the ball's pinged up in the air there, but lost control of it. Georgetown Red Devils back to Los Angeles. Now knocks it all the way. Now header nice there from Kalidou Koulibaly. Now is N'Golo Kante, the super sub. Can he make a difference in this second half here? Now Kante passes it. Is he going to Wayne Rooney? Good defender there from Los Angeles, keeping it away. Kante saved there from Calder Dragon. And I've got to say, Los Angeles have been very, very good. They've been really learned their lessons from last season. A mistake's been made in the back here from Los Angeles, but it's gone wide. Goal kick. But I've got to say, Los Angeles have learned their lessons from the mistakes from last season when they lost 3-1 to City at this exact final. Win here today, that'll be massive for Los Angeles. It could be. It could be a Europa Conference League push for next season. Goal kick's been made. Calder Dragon pass it short there to Eric Gordon. Obviously, Zach Thomas obviously comes on, replaced by Mason Harrison, who comes off the pitch for Los Angeles. Roberto Carlos, he's lost the ball. He tried to take it off of, and now knocks it, but now to N'Golo Kante. Now Kante knocks it there to Carlos. Now Carlos now. Press on here to Wayne Rooney. Eric Gordon. Now Bray Hamilton. Pings it all the way now to... and now Kimmich. And now Bray Hamilton. Now N'Golo Kante. Now Ronaldo. Now Cristiano Ronaldo now. The GOAT. Ronaldo. Oh, good defending. Usain Bolt. No goals whatsoever in the full time at the end of the matchup. We are going to extra time here at the Soccer City Stadium as Los Andras 0, the Georgetown Red Devils 0, going into extra time. And I've got to say, extra time has been given now between the two sides, but how do you feel about the whole thing at the moment, Gary? This game's going to extra time between Los Andras and Georgetown Red Devils. I've got to say, Los Andras done quite well so far throughout the whole 90 minutes of the matchup. They kept it 0-0. They defended quite well, despite the Red Devils have got better quality compared to the squad of Los Andras. I've got to say, they've been really, really good. They've been very consistent, been really resilient. They've been, and you never know, they might win the whole entire thing. But however, there's a long way to go between the two sides. Let's get down to extra time between the Red Devils and Los Andras. No goals can't separate these two sides throughout the last 90 minutes of the matchup. We are going down to extra time between Los Andras and the Georgetown Red Devils. Our Wayne Rooney wins it here for the Red Devils here. And now lost the ball down to Los Andras, down to Alonso. Now Hulk. Hulk now passed it there to Zach Thomas. And now to Laura Koscielny. Koscielny's really pushed up quite well, yes. He did score last season. That only goal they scored, that follows a chance right there from Hulk. That could have been a chance for a goal, that could have been. It could have been 1-0 already. Hulk smashed maybe a goal, but a strike almost, but gone wide for a goal kick. So, goal kick for the Georgetown Red Devils. Okay, now boots it out there from Chris Bailey. Now to Cristiano Ronaldo. Now heads it nice there to Kai Havertz. Now Kimmich. Kimmich right now to N'Golo Kante. And now chance maybe. Good defender there from Los Andras. I've got to say, Los Andras, give them a lot of credit. They've been absolutely fantastic, they've been so far in terms of really holding out this game. And it is now extra time, half time, as it is 0-0 at extra time, half time. Another 15 minutes to be played left of the game until we go to penalty shootout between the two sides. You can't split these two in this Game League Cup final. It is goalless at the break. And now we are back for the second half of extra time. And now is Sainsbury will throw the ball into the game now. Here's Kai Havertz. Now N'Golo Kante. And now Wayne Rooney. Good defender in the back there from Los Andras. It could be extra time. It could be going to penalty shootout. It could go to between the two teams. It's been very tight, I've got to say. But now here's Marian Mandzukic. Now here's Koulibaly. To Wazza. To Sanchez. And now here's obviously Usain Bolt. He's 1v1 the Calder Dragon. What a save there from the Calder Dragon. He stopped him in his tracks. And it's going to be now a corner kick. It's going to be between the Georgetown Red Devils. They've got themselves a corner. They've got themselves a chance to get themselves in the lead. And perhaps, maybe, win the Game League Cup trophy. But what a save there from Calder Dragon to stop that one. And now Roberto Carlos crosses it into the box. And now Rodriguez, the super sub, and it's tipped over the bar from Calder Dragon. It's going to be a corner, it's going to be. Headed it, Rodriguez. Fingertip there from, obviously, Calder Dragon. Another corner kick from Roberto Carlos. Cross it in again. They're looking for a goal here. Any minute now. Header away from Los Andras. They are hoping for a penalty shootout. Now Sanchez now. Clearance away there from Los Andras. And now Marian Mandzukic. And now here's pings it all the way down to header again. Now to, obviously, Roberto Carlos. But that's going to be that at the end of extra time. We are going to penalties. Los Andras 0. Georgetown Red Devils 0. The Game League Cup's going straight to penalty shootout right now. Goalless. We can't separate these two teams. We are going to penalties between the two teams. Now, Gary, tell us your thoughts. Who's going to win on penalty shootout between the two sides? It's going to be a very intense one there, Gary. I've got to say, this penalty shootout, I've got to say, Los Andras, credit to the Calder Dragon, the goalkeeper, to keep a lot of the shots out today. And also the whole team really put a lot of ruthlessness in this matchup against the Georgetown Red Devils. You never know, it could be a shocker victory, it could be. and maybe Los Andras could win a major trophy for the first time in their club's history. That could happen today, and I cannot wait to see if this is going to be the Red Devils' victory, hopefully so. But you can't say anything about Los Andras. They've been so well, so committed, they've been really playing well today, and they deserve to probably win the whole entire cup, but we'll see. Okay, anyways, let's get straight now to penalty shootout now between Los Andras and the Georgetown Red Devils. We are now going to sudden death in this matchup here, as Alan Shearer will take the first penalty for Los Andras in the Game League Cup final. Can Los Andras win the whole competition? This could be a Europa Conference League place for next season. They actually get a victory here against the Georgetown Red Devils. Alan Shearer will take it first. Shearer against Chris Bailey. Is a chance. Goal. 1-0. Almost saved it though, Chris Bailey. But 1-0 Los Andras on pens. They're hoping for that all day. They're hoping for that 1-0. But they got it on pens here. And now here comes the GOAT. Cristiano Ronaldo. The greatest player of all time. Against Cal the Dragon. Versus Ronaldo on pens. Is CR7 going to score? And he does. Obviously. It's 1-1 on pens here. It is really, really intense, I've got to say. And now we've got here Mario Mandzukic. Is he going to score to make it 2-1? A save there from Chris Bailey. Saves it. And now they could get the advantage here, the Red Devils here. Now Wayne Rooney will take it here for the Red Devils here. And he does and scores. 2-1 to the Georgetown Red Devils. And now Los Andras now. Bray Hamilton against Chris Bailey on penalty shootout. Shot, saved there for the goalkeeper. It's still 2-1. 2 misses from Los Andras. 2 saves from Chris Bailey. Now Roberto Carlos. Is he going to score to make it 3? 3-1 on pens. And they are so destined and close now to win it for the first time in their club's history. This competition has not been formed since 2019. So it could be theirs. And now we've got Zach Thomas against Chris Bailey. Is he going to score? Thomas. And he does hit the post and went in. And now we've got next penalty. James Rodriguez. He has to score this. If he scores, then the Red Devils will capture the Game League Cup trophy for the first time in their history. This historic team. Rodriguez. And scores. And it is over. And the Georgetown Red Devils have captured their first major trophy this season in September of 2023 on the 30th. A great goal right there from him, and it's a victory. And they are the champions of the Game League Cup of 2023. And Georgia City might have been won 2 times this competition, but finally their arch rivals down the road for them have finally done it. And Ronaldo celebrating right there, or obviously Alexis Sanchez, obviously Koulibaly. They are second in the Premier League at the moment, and they'll probably give themselves a bit of confidence after today's Game League Cup victory. And the 2020-23 Game League Cup champions, the Georgetown Red Devils. And that is that. Congratulations to the Georgetown Red Devils to win their first major trophy this season. Let's get to the winner manager, Pochettino. It was very disappointed that we didn't, of course, get a goal in the 90 minutes of the game. But, of course, we got ourselves a victory on pens. But that's not good enough, of course, for our team. We want to win the whole thing by doing things properly. But, again, we've got to put that to one side because we won the Game League Cup trophy of 2023. The first trophy that we won as a club. And I know this is a new form trophy we've won. And I've got to say that the team did well today to win on pens. We were very confident on pens, not to miss a penalty at all in the match. But look, we won the Game League trophy. We can move on now to the league. This trophy now could hopefully give us some confidence, of course, to push ourselves towards Addis, who are currently top of the Premier League at the moment. And hopefully knock them out of their punch. And hopefully by the end of the season, we can win the league as well, like we have done the last 3 consecutive seasons. And hopefully we can do that in the next 11 games from now. It's very disappointed that we lost today against Georgetown Red Devils. Obviously, fair play to them to actually win the penalty shootout. I thought our team, I've got to say, we done very well today. I thought we played very, very well. We were very sharp. We were on the pitch. We weren't like taking any laurels by the opposition today. We were very strong, very resilient. We were in the whole game, but the only problem was the penalty shootout was the issue, and that really cost us the game. But all around, I thought we played well. Defensively, we really worked hard. We want to win the trophy. That was really our destiny. We want to win the whole trophy, and we almost did, but it really was a downfall. We lost on pens, but a lot better compared to last season's final, I've got to say. And hopefully we can now do that also, not just in the cup final today, but do that in our last 11 remaining games left of the season, if we've got any chance on hopefully to survive in the Premier League for another campaign. That was that for the two managers here today, Sam Atkins and also Mauricio Pochettino. But now, however, congratulations to the Red Devils to become the first ever brand new Game League Cup winners. But any thoughts on that, Gary, before we leave today? Well, yeah, fantastic. We did very well today to actually win the cup. Obviously, it was on pens, and I think we should have probably won the game by a goal in the match. But Los Andras, to be fair, were very good. They were very organised, they were, defensively. They were very sharp. They weren't making any complacency mistakes. They've been very up for this final. But again, however, the Red Devils got better quality, and we won on pens. And that was congratulations to the Red Devils for their first Game League Cup trophy. Thanks there, Gary. That's all we have time for here today for the Game League Cup final, and we'll be back, of course, for the Premier League action, of course, taking place on Tuesday. Midweek game for match day 27 of the Premier League. We've got long left at the end of the season to go also in the Premier League. And we've got some few midweek games also taking place during October time next month. But that's all we have time for from myself here today, Gary Walker. And thanks for having us here, Gary Hopper, on the show. And we'll see you on Tuesday in the league games. Peace out.